The 2027 Ford Ranger looks like exactly what many truck buyers have been waiting for. It's tougher, more capable, packed with technology, and loaded with features that make it feel more premium than ever before. But here's the question nobody is asking. What happens when all that technology starts aging? Because buying a truck isn't just about the monthly payment anymore. The real cost of ownership often shows up years later, after the warranty expires, when a simple warning light suddenly becomes a four-figure repair bill. Modern trucks are becoming rolling computers. Advanced turbocharged engines, complex transmissions, electronic driver assistance systems, giant touchscreens, over-the-air software updates, digital instrument clusters. These features look amazing on a dealership lot, but they can also become expensive headaches. And if recent reliability trends are any indication, some newer vehicles have actually become less dependable than their predecessors. Many owners across America are discovering that newer doesn't always mean better. Today, we're taking a hard look at the 2027 Ford Ranger and examining the potential hidden ownership costs that buyers need to understand before signing on the dotted line. From transmission concerns and engine problems to software glitches and build quality questions, we're uncovering the real story behind one of America's most popular mid-size trucks. Watch until the end, because we'll also reveal some potentially safer alternatives that could save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Let's get started. Powertrain nightmares, transmission and engine problems. The first thing truck buyers should pay attention to is the powertrain. Now, to be clear, the 2027 Ford Ranger is still relatively new, so long-term reliability data is still developing. However, smart buyers don't just look at the newest model year, they look at patterns, and that's where things get interesting. The modern Ranger relies heavily on turbocharged EcoBoost technology. While these engines deliver impressive power and fuel efficiency, they also introduce additional complexity compared to naturally aspirated engines from years past. More boost pressure, more sensors, more cooling requirements, more potential failure points. Owner discussions and technician reports from recent Ranger generations have highlighted concerns involving turbocharger components, electronic sensors, cooling system complexity, and occasional drivability complaints. None of these automatically make the Ranger a bad truck, but they do raise an important question. What happens when these systems reach 80,000 or 100,000 miles? A turbo replacement can easily cost thousands of dollars. Electronic diagnostic work isn't cheap, and modern emission systems continue to become more complicated every year. Then there's the transmission. Many truck owners remember a time when automatic transmissions were relatively simple and durable. Today's transmissions are engineered for fuel economy, performance, and emissions compliance. The result? More gears, more software, more complexity, and sometimes more problems. Even minor transmission issues can quickly become wallet destroyers once warranty coverage ends. The scary part is that some symptoms don't appear immediately. A slight hesitation, an occasional hard shift, a strange vibration. Months later, that small annoyance could become a major repair bill. This is exactly why experienced truck buyers often prefer proven powertrains over brand new technology. And unfortunately, the powertrain isn't the only area where ownership costs can spiral out of control. The next problem area might actually be even more frustrating. Electronic and software disasters. Let's talk about the modern truck nightmare nobody expected. Software. 10 years ago, if your radio stopped working, replacing it wasn't usually a financial disaster. Today, your entire truck depends on software. Climate controls, navigation, safety systems, camera systems, driver assistance features, vehicle settings, even basic functions are increasingly tied to giant touchscreens, and that's where things can get ugly. The 2027 Ford Ranger embraces the industry's trend toward larger displays and greater digital integration. While it certainly looks impressive, many buyers underestimate the long-term risks associated with highly computerized vehicles. Across the automotive industry, owners have reported problems ranging from frozen screens and laggy interfaces to black displays and failed software updates. Imagine trying to adjust your air conditioning during a summer road trip, but the touchscreen suddenly freezes. Imagine your backup camera intermittently stops working, or your digital gauges randomly reboot. These aren't just inconveniences, they're frustrations that can make ownership miserable. And when electronics fail outside warranty coverage, repair costs can become shocking. A replacement module, a display unit, a sensor network issue. The bills add up quickly. Consumer Reports surveys and owner feedback across multiple brands continue showing that electronics remain one of the fastest-growing sources of vehicle complaints. The problem is simple. Mechanical issues are often visible. Electronic problems can be unpredictable. They come and go. Dealerships struggle to duplicate them. Owners get frustrated, and expensive troubleshooting begins. For buyers planning to keep a truck for 10 years or longer, this should be a major warning sign. But wait until you hear about another area where many modern trucks are disappointing owners. Build quality and interior letdown. Now let's discuss something that doesn't always show up on a spec sheet: build quality. Truck prices have skyrocketed. It's no longer unusual to see mid-sized trucks approaching luxury vehicle pricing, and when buyers spend that kind of money, expectations naturally increase. That's why some owners become disappointed when they start noticing cost-cutting measures: hard plastic surfaces, interior rattles, panel gaps, loose trim pieces, premature wear on high-contact areas. Again, this isn't a problem unique to Ford. It's happening across the entire industry. Manufacturers are adding more technology, more screens, and more electronic features while trying to control production costs. Sometimes the materials suffer as a result. The concern isn't necessarily what the truck feels like during a 10-minute test drive. The concern is how it feels after 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. That's when rattles start appearing. That's when trim pieces loosen. That's when owners begin to questioning whether the vehicle justifies its price tag. Many truck buyers are discovering that older models with simpler interiors often age more gracefully than newer vehicles, packed with fragile electronic components. And that's the real cost of ownership people rarely discuss. Not just repairs, but overall durability. How well does the vehicle hold up after years of daily use? Because once the new car excitement fades, quality matters more than marketing. And that brings us to the final verdict. Conclusion and recommendations. So, should you avoid the 2027 Ford Ranger? Not necessarily. The Ranger remains one of the most capable mid-size trucks on the market. It offers strong performance, impressive towing capability, modern technology, and excellent versatility. But buyers should understand the risks. The real cost of ownership isn't measured by horsepower, it isn't measured by touchscreen size, and it certainly isn't measured by flashy advertisements. It's measured by what happens after the warranty expires. The combination of turbocharged motor powers, increasingly complex transmissions, advanced electronics, and rising repair costs means long-term ownership may become more expensive than many buyers expect. If your top priority is long-term reliability, there are a few alternatives worth considering. The Toyota Tacoma continues to earn a reputation for durability and strong owner satisfaction. Historically, it has been one of the safest choices for buyers planning to keep a truck well beyond 150,000 miles. The Honda Ridgeline remains another strong contender for owners prioritizing comfort, reliability, and lower long-term maintenance costs. And depending on configuration and usage needs, certain Chevrolet Colorado models may also deserve consideration after carefully reviewing reliability trends. The bottom line: don't just shop for features. Shop for reliability. Shop for durability. Shop for ownership costs. Because the most expensive truck isn't always the one with the highest sticker price. Sometimes it's the one sitting in the repair shop. Have you had a bad experience with any recent Ford Ranger models or other 2026 and 2027 trucks? Drop your story in the comments below so other buyers can learn from real-world ownership experiences. And while you're there, tell us this: which of these concerns surprised you the most? Is the 2027 tech worth the risk? If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more honest car reviews, reliability warnings, and ownership advice that could save you thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.